everybody, it's Teresa. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to make a bracelet today, and I'm going to use some of the fire polish beads that came in the most recent dollar bead bag. I'll put a link in the corner of this video and in the description box below that will take you to the unboxing I did for this subscription in case you want to check it out if you didn't get to see it, where I go into a little bit more detail about how the subscription works. But it's a monthly subscription of beads. I have a coupon code, it's THJ2, and I'll put it on the screen here and in the description box below, and it'll save you $2 off the first month of a subscription or $2 off a purchase from their online shop, but you can only use it one time. And you only have access to their online shop if you're a subscriber, or I think you can buy yearly membership, like an annual membership. I think it's like $35 a year, where you wouldn't get the box or the bag, but you would have access to their online shop. For if you're a subscriber, for a couple of months after you get the box and or the bag, you can reorder anything that is in there for $1 each. Like this is the August box, so you would have until the end of September to order anything that came in this box for $1 each. And I'll put a link in the description box below that'll take you to the page to sign up for the subscription, where it tells you more about it, where you can read about it and everything in case you're interested. So in trying to figure out how I wanted to do this, and it's taken me a long time to figure out how I wanted to do this, I made this bracelet, and I used the 4mm fire polish beads that came in the dollar bead bag, the opaque turquoise blue iris ones on the outside here. And then on the inside I used the 4mm check glass struck beads that came in the box. Frosted crystal turquoise was the color on those. And then today I'm going to use the 4mm fire polish beads that came in the bag. These are opaque robin's egg blue iris. And the 4mm fire polish beads that came in the bag, these are matte opaque light green. And I've got some 3mm fire polish beads from my stash that I'm going to use. And I've got a toggle clasp, a couple of jump rings, a couple of wire guardians, and a couple of galvanized silver 8/0 seed beads that I'm going to use at the clasp area. And then I've got my size 11 galvanized silver Miyuki seed beads and size 15 galvanized silver Miyuki seed beads that I'm going to use. I'm going to be using my 6-pound fire line in smoke. I probably would have used the white color, the crystal, but I don't have any in 6-pound. I don't use a lot of the white, and I don't have any. I've got some 8-pound, but I don't have any 6-pound, and I think I need to use 6-pound for this because I'm going to be going through these beads a lot. And I used 8-pound in this bracelet, but it was hard to get through the beads, so I'm going to use 6-pound for this one. And like I said, I don't have any in white, so I'm going to use the smoke color. And I've got a couple of tulip beading needles here. These are actually, I usually use size 11, but these are size 10. Apparently I ordered the wrong size when I ordered, and these are all I have left. I broke the last 11 I had making this bracelet because I ripped it apart and did it over a bunch of times trying to get it the way I wanted it to be. Of course, I'm going to use my scissors to cut my fire line, and I'm going to use my bent chain nose pliers and my chain nose pliers to put my clasp on at the end, and I use the chain nose pliers to flatten the thread to get it through the needle. I think that's everything, so hold on, let me get some of my beads poured out and I'll be back. Okay, I've got each of my colors of fire polish beads out here and my 11/0 galvanized silver seed beads. This is going to be there's going to be a little bit more to this bracelet than what I usually do. It's going to be multiple rows of right angle weave connected with units of double right angle weave. And in this one, I used a total of 48 of each of the beads. And it came out to be exactly 8 inches. So this time I'm going to leave off the 2 of the units at the end here and just use a total of 44 of each bead. And I think that will make it closer to 7.5 inches. When I did this one, I thought when I did the embellishment up the center it would draw it up some, but it didn't draw it up like I thought it would. So I think if I just used 44 of each one, it'll come out to be more like 7.5 inch bracelet. And like I said, this is a little bit more, there's a little bit more to this than the bracelets I usually make. I'm going to try to do it as quickly as I can while still trying to be clear about what I'm doing, so you can because I need you to see what I'm doing, but I don't want to make this video terribly long. So I'm going to pick up one of my robin's egg blue iris beads and an 11-0 and another one and an 11-0, and then one of my opaque light green and an 11-0 and another opaque light green and an 11-0. I've got an 8-0 in them. My seed beads there. So I'm going to pull them all down here to the end of the down here to the stop bead, and then I'm going to sew through the first one there. Turn them into a circle. Now I'm going to sew around all this entire unit again. I'm going to sew till I'm coming out the 11-0 opposite my stop bead. And I went through my stop bead, which is not what I want to do. I'm going to sew till I'm coming out this 11-0 opposite my stop bead here. Pull everything up tight, so I want to keep it tight so I don't show a lot of thread. Now I'm going to do a unit of double right angle weave, and that's just, I'm going to pick up 4 11-0s. I'm coming out the top of this 11-0. I'm going to go in the bottom. I'm going to flip it over here so I can sew better. I'm going to go through the first 11-0. Pick up an 11-0. Go through the next 11-0. Pick up another 11-0. Go through the next 11-0. Pick up another 11-0. Go through the next 11-0 and the bead that the connecting bead here that's on my little right angle weave unit I made. And that makes a little double right angle weave unit there. It makes a little diamond shape. Now I'm going to sew around here until I'm coming out the tip of this double right angle weave unit. The bead at the very tip there. I'm going to make another unit of right angle weave. I want my robin's egg blue beads to be on the outside, and I want my opaque light green beads to be on the inside. So I'm coming out the bottom of this right angle weave unit. I need 2 of my robin's egg blue beads down here to make the outside. So I'm going to pick up a robin's egg blue bead, an 11-0, a robin's egg blue bead, an 11-0, an opaque light green bead, an 11-0, and an opaque light green bead. I don't have to pick up an 11-0 before or after these beads because I'm using this 11-0 here. So I'm coming at the bottom of this double right angle weave unit. I'm going to go in the top. Just circle around, make a little right angle weave unit here. And then I'm going to go around all this again. Thread's trying to get tangled. I'm going to sew around until I'm coming out this 11 over here at the side. So that I can make another double right angle weave unit. So I'm going to make another double right angle weave unit here. So I'm going to pick up 4 11/0s. Coming out the top of this 11/0, I'm going to go on the bottom, circle around there, flip it around here so I can sew better. I'm going to go through 1 11/0, pick up an 11/0, go through the next 11/0, pick up an 11/0, go through the next 11/0, pick up an 11/0, go through the next 11/0 and the one that's attached to my right angle weave unit there. Now I'm going to sew around till I come out the tip of that 11/0 like I did before, or the tip of my little double right angle weave unit, the 11/0 there at the tip. Now I'm going to make another regular right angle weave unit, and I want my robin's egg blue beads on the outside and my light green beads on the inside. So I'm going to pick up, since I'm coming out the bottom of this 11/0, I need to pick up my robin's egg blue beads. So I'm going to pick up a robin's egg blue, an 11/0, a robin's egg blue, an 11/0, a light green, an 11/0, and a light green. And I'm coming out the bottom of this 11/0. I'm going to go in the top. Now I'm going to sew around all this again. Then I'm going to make another double right angle weave unit, and I'm just going to alternate between the regular right angle weave units and the double right angle weave units until I get a total of 11 units on this side. And then when I get all that done, I'll be back. Okay, I've got my 11 units done here, and instead of coming out this 11/0 down here, I'm coming out this 11/0 on the inside here, because I'm going to start doing my other row. And I was having a lot of trouble with that size 10 needle getting through the beads. Even with the 6-pound fire line, I was having a lot of trouble. So I was going to try to dig out and see if I could find a size 12, and I found some 11s that I didn't know I had, so that's good. So if you're going to try this, I would definitely recommend that you use size 6-pound fire line and a size either 11 or 12 beading needle, because especially if you reinforce as much as I do. Now I'm going to make another double right angle weave unit here. So I'm just going to pick up 4. Of my 11/0s. I'm coming out the top. I'm going to go on the bottom. And now I'm going to make a double right angle weave unit just like I've been doing here. And I'm going to sew around it. I'm going to make a double right angle weave unit like I've been doing here, and then I'll be back. Okay, I've got my double right angle weave unit made here, and I'm coming out this 11/0 here on the edge here, because I'm going to start making this side of my bracelet. So I need to make a right angle weave unit on this side. And I want my light green beads to be on the inside. So this unit will be a little bit different than the rest of them, because I need a light green bead to go here. So I'm going to pick up a light green bead, an 11/0, and then I need 2 of my robin's egg blue beads on the outside here. So I'm going to pick up 2 of those with an 11/0 between, and then I'm going to pick up another of the green beads that will go right there. So I'm coming out the bottom of this 11/0. I'm going to go in the top of it, and that puts my beads like I want them there. Now I'm going to sew around all this again, and when I'm going to sew around until I'm coming out this 11/0 here at the top of this, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've got this sewed around. I'm coming out this 11/0 here. I'm going to make another double right angle weave unit like I've got on this side. Then when I get that done, I'm going to make a regular right angle weave unit like I've got on this side. And then I'll come back and I'll show you how I'm going to connect the two together. And I'm going to have to add thread while I'm gone too, but I don't want to take up time showing y'all how to do that. I've showed you how to do that a lot before. So when I get all that done, I'll be back. Okay, I made another double unit of right angle weave here and another regular unit. Now I need to connect these two together with a double right angle weave unit. And I need to do that, I'm coming out this side of my 11-0 here. I'm going to pick up two 11-0s and I'm going to go into this 11-0. My thread's trying to get tangled. I added new thread and it's trying to get tangled on me already. So I got my two 11-0s I just added there. Now I need to add two on this side. I'm going to pick up two more. And I'm going to go into this side of my 11-0 that I started in here. Now I need to go through one of these new 11-0s I added. Pick up an 11-0. Go into this 11-0 and the connecting 11-0 there. And I'm going to go into this one of these 11-0s on this side that I added. Pick up another 11-0. Go into this 11-0. And the 11-0 on my little right angle weave unit there. My thread's trying to get tangled. It actually did get tangled, so I'm going to take this knot out. I'll be back. Okay, I got my knot out. So I'm coming out this 11-0 here where I finished my little double right angle weave unit. I'm going to sew all the way around here until I'm coming out this 11-0 right here. I'm going to do another double right angle weave unit, and then I'm going to do another regular right angle weave unit, and then I'll come back and show you how to connect it one more time, and then I'll do the rest of it off camera, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back around here now where I need to connect my two sides here with a double right angle weave unit. So I need to pick up two 11-0s. I'm coming out the inside, I'm coming out this side of this 11-0. I'm going to go in this side of the 11-0 on the other side, on the unit on the other side. I'm going to pick up two more 11-0s. I'm going to go in this side of this 11-0 that I started in. Now I'm going to go up one of my 11-0s that I just added. Pick up an 11-0. Go into this 11-0 and the one on my little unit here. Now I'm going to go in this 11-0 on this side. Pick up an 11-0. Go in this 11-0 and the one on my unit on this side. And that makes a little double right angle weave unit to connect the two. Now I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm going to go sew around till I'm coming out this speed, make a double right angle weave unit, then another regular right angle weave unit, and then connect them. And I'm going to do that all the way up till I get to back to the top of my bracelet, and then we'll put the clasp, the wire guardian on that side. So I'll be back. Okay, I've got all my units on here now and connected together and all. And I've sewed around until I'm coming out of this 11-0 here. So now I'm going to put on one side of my wire guardian. So I've got my little 3mm fire polish beads here. I'm going to pick up a 3mm fire polish, an 11-0, a 3mm, and an 11-0, a 3mm, and an 11/0 and a 3mm. That's what I've got there. 4 3mm with 11/0s between. I'm going to go from this 11/0 over here to this 11/0. Now I'm going to sew all the way back around until I'm coming out of this 11/0 again. And then I'm going to sew up to this 11/0 between my 4 fire polish beads. And then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do to attach the wire guard. Okay, I've sewed all the way back around here, and I'm coming out this 11/0 between my 4 fire polish beads. Now I'm going to pick up an 11/0, an 8/0, my wire guardian. I'm going to go up one channel of my wire guardian, come down the other channel of my wire guardian, and back through my 8/0. I'm going to hold on to the wire guardian so the thread will land in the channel there. Now I'm going to pick up another 11/0, and I'm going to go on the other side of the 11/0 from where I started. I'm going to go on down this fire polish bead, 11/0 fire polish bead, and back into this 11/0. That puts my little wire guardian on there. Now I'm going to sew all the way back around, sew around this again, sew all the way back around, sew around this again. So I'll have gone through it 3 times, and then I'll come back. And when I come back, I'm going to be coming out of this 11/0 right here and show you what I'm going to do down the center to do the embellishment. So I'll be back. Okay, I've got my wire guardian on down here now, and I'm coming out the tip of this double right angle weave unit right here. Now you don't have to do this center embellishment part. You can just leave it like this if you want to. If you do that, you probably want to put your clasp on while you're at the other end before you come back up, or you can just add a thread in and put your other side of your wire guardian on if you want to. But y'all know me, if I see a chance to add any little extra bling, I'm going to take it. So I'm gonna do this little embellishment down the center. So I'm going to pick up a 15/0, one of my 3mm fire polish beads, and a 15/0. And I'm going to go from the tip of this double right angle weave unit to the tip of this one. Just pull that in there like that. And I'm just going to do that again. I'm going to do it all the way around. I'm going to pick up a 15/0, 3mm, 15/0. I'm going to go from the tip of this right angle weave unit, double right angle weave unit, to the tip of this one. And I'm going to do a 15/0, 3mm fire polish bead, 15/0. Go from the tip of this one up here to the tip of this one. I'm going to pick up a 15/0, 3mm fire polish bead, 15/0, and go from the tip of this one into the tip of this one that I started in. And that's my little embellishment that I'm going to put in the center there. Now I'm going to sew down until I'm coming out the tip of this one. And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do it all the way down until I get all these little boxes filled in with my embellishment. And then when I get to the other end, I'm going to sew the wire guardian in just like I did this side. And I'll go ahead and put the clasp on. Y'all don't need to see me do that. You've seen me do that a bunch of times. So when I get all that done, I'll be back. Okay, there's my little bracelet all finished now. I hesitate to say it, but I think I could be justified in calling this an original design. I don't know. I spent days trying to figure this out, and I think that's what designing is, just taking the stitches and techniques you've learned and sewing them together in different ways. I've never actually seen a bracelet like this before, or made one, but then again, I'm sure there's probably something out there just very similar, if not exactly the same. I'll get up here closer so you can see it. Now that I got the embellishments down the center and everything there. And put it together here. And for some reason, and I just don't really understand why, it seems to have come out exactly the same length as this other bracelet, even though I used fewer beads on this one that I just made. I think it's probably that the embellishments down the center of this one did draw it up some more than I thought it did. And I'm probably going to have to take this one apart, and I really hate to do that because, like I said, I spent days making this bracelet. But I think I noticed when I looked at it closer here, by the time I got to the embellishment down the center, I had pulled out so many things trying to figure out what would fit in there. And I don't even know what these are. These are not 3mm fire polish like I used in this one here. And I don't know, I didn't notice, I guess because I was so tired by the time I got to this part, that these beads are not all the same size. And I don't know what they're supposed to be, where I got them. I don't know, maybe I got some beads mixed up with some other beads. I don't know. But they're not all the same size, and that bothers me. So I'm probably going to have to take this apart, even though I really hate to. But I probably am going to have to. But there's my bracelets. But then I'm probably going to take this one apart. But I'll just cast him aside. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you decide to check the dollar bead box out and subscribe, that coupon code will save you $2 off the first month of your subscription. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I really appreciate those of you who have subscribed to my channel and watched my videos and liked and commented on my videos. I have a website where I sell my jewelry. It's Teresa's Handmade Jewelry, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below in case you're interested, along with a link to my Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and my email. If you haven't, I'd really love it if you'd subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. So until next time, I hope you all have a great day. Take care.